So I think I was one of the original 6 people that played Ziggurat a few years ago, developed by Milkstone. So I was pretty excited about Immortal Redneck when I saw the commercials on TV. This one by Crema, and instead of being like a magic guy, you're kind of you know, a dead person with guns. So this is your character selection. You get kind of a, you know, your basic rogue game cast. So let's break that down. Ass, ass, ass. Pretty good. Ass, I don't even know. And my man. And eventually you can unlock the merchant with some gold, and you can use him to activate a scroll before you enter a pyramid, or a medallion that you find in a chest somewhere. A big part of the game is conserving your ammunition, because, you know, weapons like these are just terrible. The game is broken out into three pyramids, 3 levels really, with its own sub-boss and final boss at the end of each one. And they have their own unique look and aesthetic. After each of your runs, you're going to want to cash in your gold for skill points. Investing in more gold is really important because Hathor just blows. Because of the way you have to manage ammo, killing things fast is important, so put points in attack. This game pretty much revolves around eating steak. Lots of steak.
Doggy legs in Europe.
Picking up scrolls is, it's a risk, honestly, but it's a risk worth taking because, you know, jackpot, obviously. Now over here on the start menu, you can see all of the status effects that you've accumulated by picking up scrolls, and they can amount to some really interesting effects. Pretty early on, I think this was the second pyramid, I was able to get a scroll that let me have infinite ammo, but only one gun. Well, this gun was a box of bats, and it chewed up everything. It was completely changed the game. Here I'm using it against the boss, sub-boss, and it was really effective. And I got pretty far, you know, but, you know, then obviously the game had the glitch, and the game does have glitches. It does have kind of these defects, or the pause menu never went away, so there was that. And as you progress through the game, you're gonna eventually run into these medallions that pop out of these boxes that dramatically affect the way that you play. So with my guy, the Uzi guy, Apiss, is able to get a ton of gold, and this is, you know, in the later stages of the game. And to me, 40k, that's a ton. You're able to get a lot of stat points, and that'll really help you move past these walls in the game, these boss fights. So the big bad guy of the first pyramid can suck so much, and it really means everything to have the right weapon. This strategy using explosives is pretty good when it comes to these boss fights. But this is kind of a half-assed tip. When you make your way to the last boss, you have to really pay attention to the attack set that he uses and buff up. Honestly, you need a ton of attack power, you need defensive upgrades, you need a lot of HP. I used Apiss, obviously, my guy, to, you see here, I'm going to be guarding against this attack, using my invulnerability, and, you know, with a little bit of luck. And so as I wrap this up, I'm just going to let the ending play through. This game was enjoyable to me. I kind of took 12 hours to beat it, at least. So there's a lot of playability here. And it was only $20, so there's that. So I'd say The only real problem I had with the game is that it eventually became monotonous, especially when you had to start grinding, you know, for those extra points to kind of make it through. And at some point pretty early on you become an expert and you've seen everything. And you know, the English voice actor is supposed to be like this hicky hillbilly guy. I'm just not feeling that. And also it's just you. It's just basically your crappy weapon set and a bunch of crappy monsters and crippling loneliness. But if that's your thing, I definitely recommend you play it.